Bradley J and Bradley J Travel. This video is part of a bigger adventure which included flying to Budapest, taking the train to Novi Sad and Belgrade, Serbia, then taking an automobile from Belgrade to Sarajevo. This video concentrates on Belgrade. The country copied the Soviet model in the early 40s, but in 1948 split with the Soviet Union and turned more towards the West. In 1999, during the Kosovo War, NATO bombed Belgrade, and they can remember it, so you best not bring it up. This is one of those towns where you can probably afford a nice hotel. Here's one, the Hotel Moscow. Einstein stayed here, De Niro, Gandhi, and local boy Tesla. After a hard day riding slow trains, you might very well find this hotel worth a little bit of a splurge. The food's good here and not that expensive, so go for it. Hang around. Beautiful environment in the lobby here. One real good use of social media is to reach out before your trip and connect with locals that you might want to meet up with, and this lobby would be a great place to meet a local. Another thing to do before departure is to study up on Nikola Tesla. Yes, that Tesla, because this is his hometown and it's home to the Tesla Museum. You can see his personal effects and a lot of his inventions, and watch this. Wait for it. One of my activities in each city I visit is to find a hookah bar. I like the ritual, I like the smell, it feels exotic to me, and strangely, Belgrade has the best hookah bar I've ever been in. Really nice pipes, fancy bowls, and a great relaxing environment. This is Skadarlia, and it's kind of the equivalent of the French Montmartre. And here is a restaurant in that area. The name of the restaurant translates to Two Deer. So beautiful, so old school. I had an omelet and a beer for breakfast. Now that's living, right? Now it's time to visit Jovina, who is a local that I connected with online, and she runs an organization called the Center for Moms.
I started the organization Center for Moms after I returned to Serbia after living in the US for 11 years. I started the organization 4 years before I became a mother because I knew that I wanted to, once when I returned to Serbia, I knew I wanted to do something of a national interest and something that relates to women's rights.
Having a local companion on a trip like this adds a great deal to the trip. She can show me places to go, and she introduced me to her friends. And she brought me to this very cool bar called the Federal Association of Globetrotters, which is a great place to meet locals because folks who have left Serbia and returned tend to congregate here to reconnect. On my last day, Jovina showed me this Rooftop Wine Bar, which is located in a residential district. I never would have found this if it were not for her. Belgrade is a great city to visit. It's funky. I love it. It's especially good as part of a multi-city trip, maybe two cities like Sarajevo and Belgrade. That's a great combination. Let me drill down just a little bit on something I mentioned earlier, and that's connecting online with locals. Make sure if you do that, it's a friend of a friend. Make sure it's a friend of someone you personally know. If you can connect with a couple of folks like that, then you can avoid all the complications of going with a travel partner. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and click on the bell to get notified of future posts. And why don't you subscribe even if you did not like the video, because you're probably going to like the next one. And of course, remember to always travel lightly.